we're going to show you guys how to make a puppy Mother's Day card. Make sure that you have your template printed out. You can get it online at our website, so at thepetgourmet.com, and you can print it off there. And then we're going to get started by coloring in all of the parts on the page. So you guys can pick your mom's favorite color. You guys can start coloring. You can pick your mom's favorite color. You can color it however you want. If you want to just use one color for the whole puppy, or if you want to give them some spots and make it look like your dog at home, that's always a good idea too.
Wait, I have a question. Can you put anything you want, like a heart on the body?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I'm sure your mom would love that.
I'm doing this for our grandma.
Who are you making yours for, John?
I'm making it for our mom.
So as you guys are coloring, don't worry about staying inside the lines. We're going to cut out all of these pieces later. So if you go outside the lines at all, it's not a big deal. Well, it'll end up looking good at the end anyways. So you can see here Braden went outside the lines a little bit accidentally, but that's okay. The card will still turn out good. What color are you guys doing your dogs?
Using a brown, a tan, and a blue, a light blue.
I have gray, but I'm thinking of another color to use.
Trying to figure out what color?
Maybe red.
Are you doing yours for your grandma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what? Maybe you could make it look like one of her dogs.
There's black.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All I have is this.
Yeah, maybe we should use a darker crayon if we don't have a black crayon.
Why not use white for her white?
Oh, yeah, Grandma does have a white dog too.
But white might be hard to see.
White will be a lot easier to see on this type of colored paper.
For anyone that's just joining us, right now we're just working on coloring in the template that we have online. So if you guys haven't printed this out yet, you can go online, print it off, and color it in. And don't worry if you get behind, you can always play this video back later and we'll show you how to do everything.
There might be. I think I can hardly see it, but I should write Happy Mother's Day on this.
Yeah. And then as you guys are coloring, as you get done, on the belly, that's where we're going to write Happy Mother's Day eventually. So if you guys are done with all of your coloring and you want to do that part, you can skip ahead. And Braden's going to show you how. Oh, maybe use the marker instead. So if you guys are doing it with crayon, if you want to use a marker for this part, you can.
Or you can use a pen.
Yep, whatever works best. So Braden was having a hard time with the pen that he was using, so we're going to use a marker instead so it's easier to write with and will show up good. I'm just going to turn it around so everybody can see good. So if you want to write Happy Mother's Day on that part, then you're all set for when we cut it out. If you guys are coloring, you can put in the comments what colors you're making your dogs. Or if you're giving them any spots or anything like that.
I'm putting a few hearts and there's a dot in the middle. John's is still working on his face, it looks like.
Yep.
You haven't even started your face.
That's all right. You guys can start with whichever part of the body you want to. And take your time, make sure it looks exactly how you want to. You don't have to rush through. If we get done coloring faster than you guys do, you can always pause the video and then continue it when you're ready. Are you all done coloring? Or you gotta color your face still, Braden?
Yeah. I might give it red eyes.
That's kind of spooky.
It's Mother's Day.
So they look like hearts. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
So the eyes are shaped like hearts. So Braden's gonna color his red so they look like red hearts.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Only the small little dots in the side of our eyes.
And if your guys' moms like anything special, if they really like flowers or anything, you can add flowers on your puppy. You could add a design. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna put stripes on my face. On the face of this one.
That's a good idea.
For no reason at all.
Just because?
Yeah.
That'll be cute.
Now that looks...
All right. So Braden's just about done coloring. Are y'all done?
Yes.
Are y'all done, Braden? Okay, so once you're done coloring, you guys can go ahead and start cutting out all the shapes. So make sure you take your time and cut right around all of the lines so they're in the right shape. So you'll trace around the black lines here. And if you want help from your parents, you can feel free to ask. I'm sure that mom or dad would be willing to help you. Well, I guess in this case, dad. Hopefully mom's not helping make her Mother's Day card.
Yeah.
And then be careful when you're going around the tongue on the dog so you don't accidentally cut his tongue off.
Yeah.
That might be a tricky part.
Unless you want a tongueless dog.
Yeah. If you accidentally do cut his tongue off, that's okay.
Yeah.
It'll just look like he has his mouth closed.
Yeah.
Or she. Are your guys' dogs gonna be boys or girls?
Not really sure.
Not really sure.
It doesn't really matter about the gender.
Yeah.
Not a specific dog?
Yeah, not a specific dog.
Just a random dog that can look that you can design in any way you want to.
Alright, so Braden's got his face cut out. And then you can move on to the next parts. Cut out the arms, ears, and the body still. Do you want to cut your page in half and I can help cut out some of it, Braden?
Sure. I'll cut out the ears, arms, and belly part.
So that might be a good way to make things go a little bit more quick. If you're getting bored of all the cutting, you can give part of your project to dad or grandma or somebody and have them help you cut it out.
But for grandmas and moms,
yeah.
If you're making that card for them, don't let them help you.
Yeah, probably keep it a secret from whoever you're making the card for. Or if you're making cards for grandmas, then mom could always help you too.
Mhm.
Hopefully the weather's nice on Sunday so we can all go outside for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I think we might go and have some driveway visits with our grandparents on Sunday. So we can still social distance, but still get a chance to see our grandmas and moms and everybody.
Mhm.
I'm sure that everybody will be really excited to see you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm cutting out the ears right now for Braden's dog. So the ears are these black hearts. And then I'm gonna cut out the arms next. And Braden made his whole dog kind of a grayish silver color.
It's kind of like that.
If you're still coloring, don't worry. I'm sure you guys see that John's still coloring, so you don't need to rush. Everybody is going to do it at a different pace. So if you're still coloring, you can always pause the video, like I said, and then come back and watch it later. And I'm sure Mom and Dad will help you catch up too if you get behind it all.
And right here I have my body cut out. Which, note that the body is the most important piece. Because you have to attach everything to the body.
Yeah, so the body, the big circle, is going to end up being where the main part of the card is at. Okay, Braden, do you want to come sit down here? And you can start putting your card together. We'll show everybody how. So we just got one more piece on Braden's card to cut out. If you didn't already write Happy Mother's Day or something like that on the belly, make sure you do that. You could always write, I love you, Mom, or Happy Mother's Day, Grandma, or something like that on there. You guys have any other ideas what people could write?
Well, not really.
I love.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're going to start by gluing the belly onto the body. You're going to want to do it down far enough. I'm just going to turn it around this way so everybody can see. You're going to want to leave a little bit of room so you can glue the head at the top. Can you lift up your hand for a second, bub? So make sure you leave room at the top so you can glue the head on later. And you're only going to want to put glue on the top part of your heart. Because we're going to end up folding this so we can write a special secret message to Mom in there.
Or Grandma.
Or Grandma, or whoever.
Or Stepmom.
Yep. Whoever you're making the card for. I'm just going to turn this around so we can see you better. So glue that down good. And if you want, you can fold it in half right now.
Or we'll do that
So
later.
now it's like a little flap, and then later we'll write a little message in here. And you can write, love Braden, or whoever. Or if it's from you and your brothers and sisters, you can all sign your name in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing we're going to do is glue the puppy's face on. So again, we're going to just do the bottom part. We're going to just put glue along. And we're going to glue it onto the body like that. And then just press down really good. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is put the arms on the puppy. So the arms are the not colored in circles. Or I guess the colored in ones, but the ones that aren't black.
Yeah. They're
So-
hearts.
Yep, hearts. Sorry, you're right. So you're going to put them on like this. So it looks like the dog is holding his stomach. So same thing here. You're going to want to make sure you just put glue on the part that's going to be glued onto the puppy's body.
Which is big amount of space.
Yep.
You can just barely see the S right there. But
Yeah, so be careful if you already wrote Happy Mother's Day on your puppy's belly. Just be careful you don't cover him up. Cover up what you wrote. But it's okay if you do. You can always probably peel it off and re-glue it down. Okay.
Or it's okay. It might be okay if you just covered it a tiny bit, but it's still obvious that what
Yeah.
letter it is.
So Braden just covered his a tiny bit on accident, so it's okay as long as you can still read it. I'm sure Grandma will still know what it meant. So the last step is to put the ears on your dog.
Now, same as the last, but which way do we put it on? This way or the other way?
You can pick whichever way you want to put them on. Which way do you want your ears to face?
I want them to face the bigger side that face outward.
All right. Yep. And if you guys want to do your ears the other way, you can always do that too.
Now, we are done putting it together.
Yep. And now, so the last and most important part is to lift this up, and then you'll write love and your name in there. And if it's going to be a card from you and your siblings, make sure you leave room for them to write too. And if you want to write a special message to Mom, you can always flip it over and write a long note on the back about how much you love her and thanks for all the awesome stuff she always does for you. You don't have to, but just if you have more stuff you want to say.
Or if you're going to visit someone later on, if you know you're going to visit someone, you could always write a note on the back that you can't wait to see them on a certain day.
Yeah, and then you could always put the card in the mail and send it to them.
Yep.
That would be a good idea. I think you guys are going to probably mail one of your grandmas a card because you might not see her for a couple more weeks. So you can start, you can write love, Braden, and then leave room for John and your little sister to sign their names too.
Well, someone else will have to sign our little sister's name.
Yeah. How old is your sister?
A few months.
Yep, she's not big enough to write her name yet.
Oh,
So I'll kind of show you guys where Braden's writing. Yep. And now John's going to sign his name too. And then later on we'll add their sister Rebecca's name to the card. All right. So you guys are all set. If you want to mail your card to your mom or your grandma or anybody, Mom and Dad can help you guys do that. We hope you guys had fun making this card with us, and we hope your grandmas and moms love it.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.